That brings me to another question. What is the most important thing for you in a job?
I would say the people I work with. I know it sounds crazy, but I like to wake up in the morning, even I'm very tired, knowing that, today is going to be shit. But with who are you going to be in this shit?
With the people we love.
With the people we like the most, of course. Would you like to be in a bad situation with people you hate? Obviously, I don't need to love everyone. I just need to sense the spirit, the value that people has. And this is very important for me. It's all about respect. We can have different opinion. We cannot have to be best friend, but at least we go toward the same direction and then we have maybe the same positivity.
Speaking of young people who want to enter this job field, do you have any advice for them?
I do have advice, so I'm not trying to look like I'm an old person and I'm wise. I would just say that I do see a difference between when I start to work and then how the new generation is working. I think it's normal to be different because things have evolved, but one of the things that has been lost by the young generation is that I'm not criticizing, it's a society, they were born like this, it's the social impact that you grow up with, right? But I think that today everyone wants to have things very easily and thinking that you can have in instant click. I would just say for the young people is that no pain, no gain. You want to succeed, you still have to work very hard. You can use what you have around you to help you to be more productive. But remember one thing is you were born with a brain. So use your brain rather than being dependent too much on things that you have around you. AI is an amazing thing. We are all being like loving it today. Some people feel threatened, but we need to remember that AI is here for the past 20 years. It's just like stronger now. Use AI to help you to automate your task. But when it's about thinking, mindset, creativity, only use this to check your final work. You still have to put a lot of effort to think, to understand, to read articles. I try to read different articles that have different perspective on the topic. Then I would try to assess, all right, so I think like they all have fair point, but then my situation is also a mix of everything. So maybe I can take the best of each and then adjust to what I need. Rather than taking a summary of has been given to me, try to stand out a little bit with your originality, be proactive, keep your mind thinking.
So rather than AI, do you think is there any other trend that can impact on this field?
Obviously now the access to become a software engineer is becoming easier for everyone. Working in the tech industry, you have to go with the passion of technology. It's good that you love money, but you see the difference between someone who's passionate or liking field where they're working, and then you see the people who are doing it out of duty. Which one do you like to work with, or would you like to hire?
So do you think like people need to study tech in order to jump into the tech industry?
Maybe you do not need to make it as a major. So depending on the field, if you want to be an engineer, there is a lot of training today, bootcamp and theories. I think those are very good for you to learn. But remember, when you have been trained to have the mindset of an engineer, you're not just coding. You're understanding everything about the network, the system. Obviously, if you work as a front-end developer, it's different. But if you're working as a back-end developer, or if you're working as a hardware developer, right? Like there is so much you need to understand. If you will be more in the soft field of tech, I would say you don't need to study hard about engineering, but give yourself the basic. Right?
So if someone wants to be a program manager like you in the future, what is the roadmap?
I would say it's always start with project management. The strong foundation that I need as a program manager is being a project manager. It's because you need to be organized, you need to understand the process, the methodology, and then also project manager is the person who is in the middle of every stakeholders. You just like literally coordinate everyone. That would be the strong path. Then obviously start to be a lead project manager because you have to go step by step. This is where you are being involved more in the strategy. You understand more the mindset of the program that you're working in, with a client, and then very slowly you just like scale up. After project manager, I would say there is PMO. You need to have strong foundation on how to apply one thing, but for different project. When you're a project manager, you only apply your things for your project. When you're a PMO, you create process as a foundation to be translated, to be used for each project manager as much as they need it or the way they need it. And then you slowly go up to become a program manager.